Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, an activist by the name Laban Omusudi has allegedly filed a petition through the clerk of the assembly urging members of parliament to initiate a censure motion against WETANGULA. Musundi claims that WETANGULA has engaged in political activities that compromise its impartiality and undermine the independence of parliament. And this is what he says in his motion. The speaker is supposed to be a neutral arbiter, but his involvement in partisan politics disrespects the integrity of his house. The speaker characteristically assured the president that the western region was behind its administration, reiterated that the region was Ruto's last line of defense and the frontier of defense against political acrimony from his rivals. And he went further with this petition that the speaker presides over a house with anti-government MPs and invites conflicts of interest in the subject matter compromising the public interest, demeaning his office and setting a bad precedence. So in very few words, ladies and gentlemen, WETANGULA's goose is cooked. Final. See, the timing of this petition is what got me thinking about many things. You know, this is coming at a time where ODM feel they were either shortchanged or they lost in the AUC bid. That is what the continent is talking about, how Raila Amollo Odinga lost. There is a post-mortem on why Raila Amollo Odinga lost. Now, while that is happening, a petition has been filed that WETANGULA is supposed to be impeached. This is some kind of a censure motion for the parliament to start launching the issue of impeachment. Now, I want us to explore this story because this is not the first time. Last week before the AUC, there was another talk about a petition, an impeachment motion was to be tabled. And then there was talk about who was going to receive that impeachment motion. Well, there was a lot of confusion about that. But we were told that the clerk, the National Assembly clerk, are the ones who are supposed to receive that motion and then probably have it tabled for debate. But before we get further on this, ladies and gentlemen, kindly like this video, subscribe to this channel if you wish to support the work of our channel. Also, to existing subscribers, I want to continue thanking you so much because without you, this channel cannot grow. So WETANGULA's goose is cooked. That is something that we cannot deny, ladies and gentlemen. When there was talk about Gachagua's impeachment, it came just like a story. You know, it was just like a story. It would be brought up, then someone would shoot it down, the narrative. It would again be brought up, then someone else would be picked to shoot it down, to denounce that kind of move, that there was no need to have Rigathi Gachagua impeached. And then the narrative went further, and then one day someone by the name Mutuse tabled a petition, and then the reality was finally on the doorstep of Rigathi Gachagua that these people really wanted him to exit office. So we can also say that Laban Omusudi is only seeking to get attention of the public. Most likely, someone has used Laban Omusudi to present that petition. It's not something that can just be presented by a member of parliament just like that. So he has presented it, through the National Assembly clerk urging members of parliament to initiate a censure motion against Wetangula. We've all heard about Otiende AMOLLO, people saying that Otiende AMOLLO is the best person to replace Wetangula. But the big question is Otiende AMOLLO ready to take up that mantle now? Is that what he's ready for? To sacrifice his member of parliament position for a speaker position for the remainder of the term? Or should he wait for 2027 after election? Should they have numbers? Let's assume they have numbers and make it back to parliament. Should he wait for that opportunity ndio awe speaker so that he can be there for 5 years? What should happen, ladies and gentlemen? In this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, our focus is on Wetangula exiting. I'm looking at this story saizi ni kama ni something which is being discussed behind the scene. Most likely hata kule Addis Ababa labda wanaongelea how to remove Wetangula. Remove Wetangula so that we can work together, because right now ODM wamepoteza hiyo position ya AUC. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa ingewa console, lakini sasa hii hawana. What can they do? Because right now we know that UDA is very much interested in still working with ODM, but they are looking at the issue matters now. Kwamba these are things which are in politics. If you don't give me what can keep me in your, can keep us working together with you, who is in power, then we can as well exit. Right now we know that Wamunyoro wants to have Raila Amolo Odinga in his to be with Raila Amolo Odinga in the same camp. That's why you find that the kind of messages that Wamunyoro now posts are different from the kind of messages he used to post. He is the first person from the wing of his camp who prayed that Raila Amolo Odinga wins, But again, he said that if loses, he should come back so that they can continue building Kenya. We also saw a post, a message that he posted after Raila Amolo Odinga losing, and he said Raila Amolo Odinga is not incompetent. He is really competent, but continental politics played out. So these are some of the things which we have been taken through. So that's why you find that Wetangula akona wakati mgumu being there. Wetangula can as well be ousted. If there is an impeachment motion against Wetangula, he will be removed by more than 200 MPs. First, the members of parliament in Rigathi Gachagua will all of them vote to have him kicked out. Then UDA people in parliament will be forced to support the impeachment motion because they want ODM to support them. So they will want Wetangula to leave, to just leave. All the ODM people will also vote to have Wetangula kicked out. So what you're confronted with is a possible scenario of Wetangula replacement. Wetangula is going to be replaced. Most likely the only people who are not going to vote for that impeachment are members of parliament from Luya. How labda not protect Wetangula. Lakini all other regions will vote to kick out Wetangula. So ladies and gentlemen, what are the chances of Wetangula survival? I've seen people say that afadhali Otiende AMOLLO, he is actually better placed to be a National Assembly Speaker ambaye ako knowledgeable and one who understands that this is Kenya and he should not be partisan, just like Marende. Marende was one of the best speakers that the Kenya has ever had, but he failed to clinch this position because alikuwa ana numbers. Wakati ule, not wakati huu, wakati wa Justin Muturi, wakati Marende akitaka ile another term, he did not get because ODM didn't have numbers ambazo alihitaji. So ladies and gentlemen, do you think Wetangula will survive? Kindly just go below in the comment section and offer a reaction. I'd like to see what you have in mind. Do you think Wetangula is going to survive? Personally, I think Wetangula might not survive, especially what is going on in Addis Ababa. Wetangula might not survive. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take one second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.